Start.
Good afternoon, welcome to Fliptv News. I am Christian Chuku. Here are the news headlines. Kyari set for extradition to the United States. Falcon stars shine ahead victory coast. Ivory Coast clash. Top killer sniper appointed mayor in Afghanistan. About Kyari, IGP order closure of all intelligence teams, special tactical squad and satellite units. Police reveal identities of drug barons and collaborators. Here is the news in detail. There are strong indications last night that suspended police chief Abba Kyari, who was taken into National Drug Law Enforcement Agency custody yesterday, will be extradited to the United States after his probe for an illicit drug deal. Sources said the federal government had concluded plans with the United States Bureau of Intelligence (FBI) to hand over the Deputy Commissioner of Police, who is wanted for taking bribe from suspected celebrity internet fraudster Ramon Olorunwa Abbas alias Hush Puppy from a $1.1 million loot. It was also learned that the police authorities delayed action on Kyari for 4 days until the presidency directed Inspector General Baba Usman to release him to the NDLEA. Shortly before he was released to the anti-drug agency alongside 4 other police officers indicted for the same misdemeanor, the NDLEA had declared Kyari wanted after announcing his involvement with drugs and releasing a video of his attempt to bribe operatives to the public. Sources say the president, Muhammad Buhari, received a report on Kyari from the chairman of the NDLEA, General Buba Marwa. The other suspects taken into custody are Sunday Ubwa, an assistant commissioner of police, Bawa James, an assistant superintendent of police, and Inspector Simon Agrigba and Inspector John Nuhu. According to the top source in the presidency, the federal government was already finalizing the mutual legal assistance treaty with the United States on Kyari's extradition. Strolling through the town of Myanmar, the new mayor appears to inspire goodwill from war-weary constituents in the Afghan provincial capital. But Damullah Muhibullah Muafak has a reputation as one of the top snipers in the ranks of the Taliban until last summer, waging war to take control of the country. Muafak was made mayor of Myanmar, capital of Faryab province in the far reaches of northwest Afghanistan, in November, 3 months after the Taliban ousted the Western-backed government and seized power. He rose to prominence as a fighter, but now his schedule is packed with the daily tasks of local government on blocking sewers, planning roads, and smoothing over neighborhood quarrels. His switch reflects the broader transformation that the Taliban are undergoing as the insurgents grapple with administering the territory. When I was fighting, my objectives were very specific: to end the foreign occupation, discrimination, and injustice, the 25-year-old told AFP. Now my goals are also clear: to fight corruption and make the country prosper. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Khali Baba, has ordered the closure of all satellite units of the Intelligence Response Team and Special Tactical Squads across the country. This comes a day after the arrest of the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police and Head Intelligence Response Team of the Nigeria Police Force, Abba Kyari, and others by authorities of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency over alleged drug dealings. All serving officers in the satellite units have been asked to report to the force headquarters Abuja for debriefing. A police source confirmed to Channels Television that authorities have directed that 7 officers and men in the unit will be demobilized and posted to commands across the country. Meanwhile, the force management also directed that the IRT STS headquarters in Abuja should be fortified and organized to enhance operational performance to combat emerging trends. In July 2020, the then Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, had directed the disbandment of the satellite offices and base of the IRT and STS, leaving the headquarters of the units under the State Investigation Bureau as a response to the public outcry on human rights infringement by some officers of these units. The police headquarters have revealed the identities of the suspected drug barons who allegedly colluded with DSP Abba Kyari and 4 others to ferry illicit drugs into the country. Abba Kyari and his team were declared wanted and subsequently arrested by the police and handed over to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency on Monday. The Deputy Force Public Relations Officer Olamuyiwa Adejobi said in a statement in Abuja that some NDLEA officials were allegedly involved in a drug deal and the case. According to him, the 2 arrested drug carriers also confirmed that they have been enjoying this relationship with the NDLEA officers at the KANU Ibiam International Airport since 2021. 5 of the wanted suspects, namely DCP Abba Kyari, ACP Sunday J. Ubwa, ASP Bawa James, Inspector Simon Agriba, and Inspector John Hu, were driven into the national headquarters of NDLEA in Abuja at about 5 p.m. on Monday 14 February to formally hand them over for interrogation and further investigation. The agency assured that no stone will be left unturned to ensure that all suspects already in custody and those that may be still indicted in the course of the investigation will face the full weight of the law at the end of the investigation. Let's go to sports. It was a feast of goals for Super Falcon players across Europe, with many of the players hitting the right from form ahead of the 2022 African Women's Cup of Nations qualifiers. The 9-time African Women champion host the Lady Elephants on Friday at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, in one of the 2-leg qualifiers. Ahead of the mouth-watering clash, goalkeepers Oluechi Tochi and Chiamaka Nnadozie, as well as 24 other players, have all arrived camp and took part in the team's training on Monday. The Ivorians had in 2019 stopped the Falcons from qualifying for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics after a 1-1 draw in Agege, Lagos, having played a goalless draw in Abidjan in the first leg. Both teams are set to renew their rivalry as they seek a ticket for the 2022 AFCON in Morocco later in the year. In Spain, Rashidat Ajibade maintained her fine scoring form for Atletico Madrid by grabbing her 4th consecutive brace in a 5-0 victory over Sevilla. It was her 9th start for the season in the Spanish Primera Iberdrola, and she grabbed her brace in the space of 5 minutes to compound the woes of the visitors. We've come to the end of Fliptv News. Hope you enjoyed the report. I am Christian Chico.